guys, very warm welcome.
Morning.
Very warm welcome back to Motorhoming Adventures. We are just leaving Salzburg and we're heading for a campsite in Bavaria. And the campsite is called, I forget the name, but you know it.
It's Camping Gunztal. So Gunztal, Gunztal. So excuse my probably very poor German pronunciation. But yeah, only about 160, 170 miles. But we're obviously also stopping off on the way, aren't we, Rez?
We are, yes. We're going to pay our respects and we're going to the Dachau War Memorial to have a look around the museum there and what was obviously a Nazi camp. Yeah, had a bit of a sombre few hours there, but I think it's quite important for us to pay our respects. Having not been to any of those camps before.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a first for us. And obviously we won't be filming that, but after that we'll be on to our campsite, which we will show you. So hope you enjoy the film later.
Hey guys.
So mostly on our European tour we've had some good weather, but take a look at this. We're just coming out of Austria into Germany and it's pretty foggy out there.
It is, yes.
Yes.
Very antisocial. We left about 8:15, I suppose, in the morning in quite nice sunshine in Salzburg, but the border is literally right next to Salzburg, so we're straight into Germany now, and it's all disappeared, so I'm afraid there's not at the moment some fantastic scenery to show you. But yeah, I'm afraid the sun doesn't always shine in Europe, but of course we are heading back to the UK, sadly.
I know. Still, we've still got a few days. Still got a few days to enjoy. So it's not, it hasn't come to an end yet. It's been pretty smooth, really. We've had no mishaps.
Touch wood, not
Touch
like
wood.
that.
Yeah, all the sites have been fine, haven't they? We've stayed in. So so far, so good.
Yeah. Very, very nice indeed. Time to plan the next one.
Yes. Where are we going next?
Well, so many to choose from, isn't there?
Yeah.
So many.
Possibly Spain, maybe Portugal. I quite fancy going down that way. Maybe some more of France.
Oh yeah, a lot more of France to see.
We'll do a little bit more research and start planning.
Yeah.
At some point.
Absolutely. Right, let's wish this fog away.
Yeah, let's wish the fog away. Actually, look, it's cleared up a little bit now. Can actually see a little bit further ahead of us.
Just heading into our next sort of major city is Munich. So we're sort of travelling between Salzburg and Munich at the moment. And Dachau is just to the sort of northwest of Munich is where we're initially heading, which is about 80 odd miles away now.
Yeah, so not so far. our campsite.
That was a nice run-in, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Lakes
Cool.
surrounding it.
Got a river that side and a lake that side.
That's it.
Oh, I assume it must be. Camping Gunztal.
So we are just down, a little bit further down on the right, with a pitch overlooking the lake. As you'll see when we get back, that was the shower block that I was just in there in the middle. There's another one that they describe as a summer shower block, which is right down the end of the track there, right against the lake. Shower blocks, pretty tidy, straightforward, looks like they've just been cleaned. Like the funky tiling on the floor as well. And they've got little basin cubicles, some sinks out here. And then the toilets are separate from this, and the shower block just on the toilets on the left, shower block on the end there, and some funky tiling. Look, very smart too. That's the block, and then they've got washing machines and tumble dryers. Got a dog wash there, bit of outdoor washing up, and then. I think over here when we came in, yeah, just saw a freshwater point there, grey water drop out, chem toilet there, drop out, and they've even got one of those. I've never tried these. Not sure whether I'm brave enough. I've only got one cassette. Let me know in the comments below whether you've tried one of these machines and whether they're as fun as they look. Well, if you can call Chem WC tip out fun, but always after a good machine, you know. Right, let's have a wander around. It looks a sort of like a mecca for surfing, windsurfing that is. They've got some pedalos, little playground there, but yeah, it looks like a bit of a mecca for windsurfers. And it looks as though there's some sort of semi-permanent pitches as well, with some characters that have caravans with a bit of character there. And oh, Carol's off to play on the swings. Yep, she's off to play on the trampoline. Now then, through the tunnel. Was that fun, Carol? Don't you join in, Stephen? Oh, come on. And some camping pitches as well. Got a little sailing club there. These are boats out on the water. So yeah, bit of everything. Somebody just on the move. And just by the barrier there, that's where we booked in at reception. All based around this sort of this little lake that you can see at the back there. So we're just going on and explore. It says there's a little bistro and a shop here, so we're going to have a look at that as well. We're about 2 or 3 miles from the nearest town that we came through, which did have shops, but we'll have a quick look in here and see what they've got to offer in case you're down this way. That's obviously their little outdoor cafe bit. Oh, looks like they do a bit of beer as well. Yeah, you can hire a pedal car. Quite fancy that. Rez, we can hire a pedal car here. How would you reckon? Hire a pedal car or a no? Yeah, I think don't want the pedalo. I fancy the pedal car though. That looks a lot more fun. Look at that. Look at some of those prices. £1.50 espresso. €2.80 for a macchiato. Blimey. Haven't had anything as cheap as that since we've been in Europe, I think. £2.80 a pint. Cool. That's a bargain, isn't it, eh? £5 for a little snack for the little ones. Very good indeed. And that was the little reception area where we booked in. You see it's an Axi site as well, so you get a little bit of discount for the Axi card. I booked it through PitchUp, the app PitchUp, and having searched for an Axi site in this area, this one popped up. But yeah, it looks absolutely lovely so far. Sadly only here for one night, off to Luxembourg tomorrow, but this will certainly do us for the evening. After we've had a wander around the lake, might come back for one of those 280 pints. Don't get them for that price in Tenby. So you can see there's quite a few semi-permanent pitches dotted about, but a fair bit of space here. We're second week in October, so certainly will be no trouble. Oh, look at that green caravan, little mini caravan, fantastic. There's the little yachts out on the water. And that looks like the top end of the site, so having just walked to the end to see if we could get out around the lake here, around to the other side, then looks like it's all fenced in, so security's pretty good. Probably have to go back out the main gate. Ah, and some mohos over there as well. I wonder if that's just an off-grid spot. Could well be. I have to go and check that out as well. Add to the list of off-grids. And at the moment you can hear a pin drop. It's so quiet. And there we are. There's Karen Stevens. There's Resi the Moho there. How peaceful is that, eh? Very tranquil. A bit of sun would have made it even better, but certainly the first feels of autumn as we've been coming up 200 miles a day north. Certainly notice the temperature drop. Hence, as you can see, most of us have got coats on. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to go for a dip tomorrow though. I suspect you all know the answer to that. Well over 2,000 miles now, just gone over 10,000 miles on the van, so we've had it just on, it's literally a year to the day, it's about a year and a week we've had it out, and we've hit 10,000 miles for the year as we've potted about the UK and a bit of Europe too, as you've probably seen if you've seen one or two of our films. What a fantastic year that's been of our inaugural year motorhoming. Absolutely fantastic fun. Grabbing a picture there, were you? I was just saying to our viewers that it's about 10,000 miles now on the van since we 10,000 miles since we bought the van, almost to the day, a year and a week ago.
And it hasn't missed a beat either.
No, touch wood. Don't say that, we're still a few miles from home. Yeah, touch wood, yes, thanks for that. Yes, it has, it's been very good actually, yeah. We gave it that oil change, as you saw, just before we set off on this current trip, which is about 2,200 miles so far that we've done, and as Nikki said, yeah, not missed a beat at all,
no.
which is a plus.
Which is a plus, definitely.
Good old Fiat Ducato, eh? Good old Fiat.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, well, onward and round the lake. And there we go, that was the approach road, and then we came in these gates. You can't check in till after 3 p.m. There's a morning slot, and then they close for 2 or 3 hours, and then they reopen at 3, so they shut those gates. So if you're coming this part of the world and are early, you'll have to wait. Ah, right, we've walked round to where those other motos are, and just a little bit further round, and it looks like, yeah, it's linked to the same place. So there's Camping Gunztal, which is the place we're at, but it looks like this is obviously a slightly cheaper spot by the looks of it. 8 and 12, we paid 18, I think, euros for this site, so it looks like you've got some other options as well, so yeah, very good too. So we're right over the other side there, but you can see there's yet more space on the lake. They're certainly using it, and we're actually, this path is actually going between. There's another massive lake behind us here, which perhaps may be fish stocked, because this one looks to be the windsurfing and sailing bit, but this one, this building here says it's a windsurfing school, so yeah, definitely a mecca for sailing. Ah, and here's the other expanse of water on the other side. Yes, as I thought, looks like there's perhaps a pitch or two here for fishing. Oh yeah, judging by the water surface, there's a few little telltale bubbles coming up. Look how still that is though. Beautiful. Isn't that lovely, that church in the distance? There's our, there's the site, so we're almost directly opposite now. Just a little bit of bird sound. Well, that was, and is very pleasant. We're a little bit further to the right there. It's about just under 2 miles to walk round. But what a very pleasant little walk. Very tranquil. Good to stretch the legs after what was it today, about 230 miles today? No, 170 miles today, with the stop off at Dachau at the concentration camp. But they've looked after it really well. Judging by Google Maps or Google Satellite and the shape of the lakes here, squarish, looks like they probably started off life as a field and then gravel extraction, I'd say, which has then created the leisure and the bits that we've been seeing now. And even kept all the grass mown as well. And a luxurious toilet as well. All mod cons. That's the back end of the campsite just there. Almost come all the way around. Volleyball court there. They've got these little changing pods as well. If you fancied a swim in the lake, perhaps not tonight. Very nicely laid out for leisure. Just over the other side of the hedge, they've got an e-bike charging station as well. Looks like some quite big car parking areas. Must be a very popular little spot, a little cafe here. Plenty to keep you occupied for more than the one day that we're staying. And all the way back round. Power source there, but just as well we got a 20-odd, 25-metre one to reach Resi the Moho. Might even have some heating on tonight. Can you believe that? Heating. Bet you want some heating on, don't you, Res?
Oh, definitely.
Well, Camping Gunztal. In fact, my pronunciation is probably still no better than the last time I tried to say that. But anyway, what do we think of that?
Yeah, it's a pleasant sight right next to the lake. Nice and quiet.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you could literally hear a pin drop when we were on that walk. It was only a bit of bird song, wasn't it? And that was about it.
Yeah, I mean, and the shop close by, and next to the shop they run a cafe, which is quite nice. So it's quite handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was good value. Stuff on the menu, as you saw there, was pretty cheap. One of the cheapest we've seen, actually. Probably home cooked as well. You can order bread. Oh, and the other thing I didn't mention was the laundry. Remember that most expensive laundry in the world, which was down in Croatia for about £7 a hit. This one was 50 cents for 20-minute wash.
Bargain.
It was. I
Absolute
mean, like
bargain.
literally, yeah. So you could have 14 washes here or one wash in Croatia. But anyway, who cares about washing when you're on holiday? Not me. Right, thank you very much, guys, for watching the film as always. And we've got another couple of nights left. We're off to Luxembourg tomorrow. We're staying at a site in Luxembourg, so look out for that film, and we'll see you all again very soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye now.